When you first get out of a toxic relationship, it can be very difficult, you know? First, you can't believe that you were even in it. You cry a lot because you can't understand what you did wrong, or why you could never make them happy. And this part can last a while, but don't ever punish yourself by allowing it to last too long. Then you'll start to play back the relationship in peace without the abuser manipulating all of your thoughts. It's different. At first, the memories sting because the reality of what you just went through is starting to sink in. This tends to make a lot of people angry, more at themselves than the abuser. They start to have thoughts like, why did I not see the signs? How did I let this go on so long? Why did I let them destroy me? Thankfully for many people, the second part of recovery sends them into a new thought pattern. I deserve better. I need to love myself more. I want to be with someone who treats me good. You start to feel free again, and you're starting to come down from all the stress and you feel good. A lot of people think this is the end of the pain. They get tired of dealing with it, and at this point they are already looking or in another relationship. The powerful confidence that was there is now starting to vanish, and thought patterns start coming back, and new problems in your relationship start to emerge. You are starting to see the same pattern in this new relationship as you did in the last. You leave quicker this time, and it hurts more because you promised yourself you would never allow this to happen again, but you did. This pattern will continue on until you start to question yourself. You'll start to wonder if the problem is you. One of the things that you're going to realize is that intense good feeling that you felt when you first started recovering, it was there because it was fueled by anger. And as you started to heal, and time went on, the anger started to vanish, and so did that fuel, that motivation, that spark to be better, to have better. When you're dealing with yourself, you have to remember that that spark is always inside of you. You start to evaluate yourself and understand that, yes, I am the problem. I'm not recovering properly. I'm only adding more and more pain to myself. This large mass of pain is attracting more abusers because they can sense your weakness. You start to realize that you have to first love yourself before anyone else can love you. You have to first cancel out and redo your thinking about yourself and other people. During this time of healing and rebuilding, make sure that you have a balanced self-love. Don't allow your fear of being hurt cause you to hurt others who are only trying to love you. When you think of love, only think of your future. Don't allow yourself, when you reach this point, to be consumed by thoughts of this person. Every time one goes through your mind, imagine an alarm going off inside of your head and immediately shift your thoughts. After you master the last part, you'll feel better, but the heaviness of the pain is still lingering inside, preventing you from fully transitioning out of the cycle of abuse. When the sadness starts to set in, it could last weeks until you finally realize it isn't going to pass until you deal with it. The easiest way to deal with this part is by mentally putting yourself into the situation with the new mindset you've gained. Allow the events, the thoughts, the emotions of that time to consume you. Look around at the situation and forgive that part of you for not knowing, and thank your abuser for making you a better partner for the person you are supposed to be with. All the ways your abuser thought they were destroying your viewpoint of love, they were actually expanding you and making you better. When you're imagining all these events, for example, if you thank your partner for teaching you to give unconditional love because they never gave it to you, rather than taking that thought of no one gave it to me, and then thinking why should I give it freely to others, you're taking the lesson, not the pain. When you think of that lesson, imagine all the ways you can apply giving this unconditional love to your future partner, and so on. Doing this practice will help your mind relate all of the pain, making it a beautiful thing, allowing it to not cause harm to yourself or others. Once this shift sets in fully, you'll immediately start to feel the results of being free. Your mind will be able to wander freely again without the weight of the pain. If you want to know more about getting through abusive relationships, check out my self-help fantasy series, Land of Harlem. A link to the book series will be in the description box. Thank you for your time.